40-yard line. Corey Jefferson has it teed up. On the kick, actually that is Scott Arabia. It'll come around the way to Deion Jenkins. He's out across the 30, up near the 35-yard line. Good field position for the Trojans of Central Lafourche.
Central Lafourche, Darren, most of the night, they're going to be in multiple formations. They'll be in an I, they'll be in a pro. They'll come out in trips. They'll run a lot of motion. Both offenses tonight probably mirror each other pretty good because Thibodaux High basically does the same thing. Now, Thibodaux High, in the past few weeks, have been in an odd man front defensively, so they may change something tonight. But we can look for Central Lafourche. What they were scared about the Trojans are they can score from anywhere on the field.
Kenyon Green dots the I formation. He's number 40. Michael Baldwin is the quarterback, 6'2" senior. And the handoff comes to Kenyon. Reverses field and a stop for short yardage. Nice job by that big front of Thibodaux High. Shane Perkle led the charge defensively, Coach. And this is a battle between the size of Thibodaux and the quickness of Central Lafourche.
That's most definite right there, Darren. I'm going to tell you, it's the question that if Thibodaux could just stop the big plays, because you have to feel with their offensive line, they're going to move the football. Of course, they're going against a defense. You will see later in the game that Central Lafourche has got a pretty dominating defense. 2nd and 9 from their own 36-yard line. Trip receivers to the left. And again, Green, the single setback behind Baldwin. And the counter play to Baldwin. Finds a crease up the middle, and he's got good yardage out across the 40 near the 43-yard line. He'll be a couple of yards short of the first down. Josh Lejani from his defensive tackle spot made the tackle. Again, they came out in trips formation to the near sidelines and just run a little base block and base dive up the middle, giving Green his opportunity to go either way. He's a dangerous back, Darren. He really is. He's very explosive. He's not a real big kid. He's about 5'7", about 175 pounds. Coach Randy Bro, the head football coach of Central Lafourche, is very high on him. He thinks he can play on the next level.
3rd down and a long yard to go. This is Billiot in motion. Green the handoff up the middle, and he is stacked up at the line and looks to be just short of the first down. That'll depend on the spot of the football.
Yeah, it depends on the spot. Eagle Eye Gene Gino said it's short.
Short it is. We'll wait and see. Jeremy Grenier led the charge for Thibodaux High. And a big play for the defense as they forced 3 and out on the first series.
Let me warn you, Darren, when there's a close call measurement, just listen to Gene, okay?
Gene Gano spotting again tonight. We're happy to have his services. And I'm sure Hillary Domain's enjoying his little golfing excursion this weekend. What do you think?
I'm sure he is.
All right, back to receive the punt. There it is, a nice wobbly spiral. It will take Vondell Brown back to his own 14-yard line. And he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Trojans, and Rivera will take it in for the touchdown. Todd Rivera on special teams gives the Trojans a big play.
Big hit right here on the punt return. Not much blocking downfield. Todd Rivera probably looking at an all-state. We'll look at it again. Central Lafourche in the kicking game throughout the years, Darren, has been very, very sound and fundamental. You'll see the catching the punt here. I think number 9 for Central Lafourche is that Don Tarzan will strip the ball right there, and here's Rivera picking the ball up. Good bounce. Well, I tell you what, turnovers in a game like this is very, very crucial.
Todd Rivera picks it up and takes it the distance to give the Trojans the early lead. And Ben Thibodaux will tap in the extra point. It's on the way, and it is no good. He missed it to the right. Well, we'll see how big a factor that becomes later in the ball game. 9:41 to go, first quarter. Central Lafourche 6, Thibodaux nothing. We'll be back on the HTV radio for recovery by Todd Rivera, and we'll get our first look now at Kevin Johnson on the kickoff team.
This is very, very crucial right now to see how Thibodaux reacts to that turnover. Puts him down 6-0.
Line drive kick picked up by an up man. That's Corey Jefferson, and Jefferson is stacked up at around the 25-yard line. Tackled on special teams by Jay Townsend. First down, Thibodaux, trailing 6-0.
Defensively for Central Lafourche there, we're going to see a 5-3 defense. Not many people in the state play it. Central Lafourche has been playing it for years during the Bob Drew regime, and do a very good job defensively. You see 5 down people, you see a middle linebacker, and 2 outside backers.
Some confusion from Thibodaux offensively. Now they're set and ready to go. Johnson is the lone running back. First down from the 25. The option pitch to Johnson. One-on-one on the corner, and he finds some room out across the 25 near the 30-yard line. Rivera, the defensive end there on the stop. And, Coach, that's a name we'll be calling a lot tonight. Todd Rivera having an outstanding season.
Oh, he has. I think he's got something like 11 sacks already on the year in 5 football games. So, you know, he's a dynamite football player. Thibodaux High is going with the no huddle. One thing about people are going to see tonight down on defense for Central Lafourche is they all fly to the ball extremely well.
Second down, we'll call it 6 from the 29-yard line. Again, Johnson, the lone running back. And they'll sprint out to the near side this time. And Winslow is knocked down hard as he crosses the 30 up near the 34-yard line. A good job tackling there by Jonathan Plaisance, the defensive tackle. It will set up third in short yardage.
Their linebackers are so active for Central Lafourche. Mistretta, number 44, Rivera, number 37. They down people. They'll do a little slanting. They'll send that nose guard one way, and Mistretta, the middle linebacker, will go either way. Thibodaux High, I think you have to give them the edge as far as overall power. They run straight at them. I don't know if Central Lafourche can stop them.
Lusky in the fullback slot. Johnson in the I-back formation. Handoff to Lusky. And he looks to have a first down out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Lusky, 5'8", 180, a senior. And he's brought down on the play by Jonathan Bryant.
One thing about Thibodaux High presents problems to a lot of people, Darren, is this huge offensive line. They got people up front, 250, 260. They got guys that can play. And, of course, Lejeune and I think it's Grenier, the other big kid, offensive lineman. Huge, going both ways. Of course, the weather tonight is going to be in their favor.
Again, the I formation. Hand off to Johnson. This time that swarming Trojan defense closes the door over the left side. And he's brought down by Corky Terrio, the 220-pound senior defensive tackle. Coach, one thing I've noticed about Central Lafourche, 20 of their 22 top 22 players are all seniors, and that's a big factor in high school.
Yeah, they have
football.
something like 32 seniors on their football team. So I'm going to tell you what, they talk about a rebuilding year, but they want to get 96 over with before they worry about Randy Brewer wants to worry about next year, sure. 2nd
and 8 for Thibodaux High at their own 37-yard line. We've got 7:25 to go in the first quarter. Central Lafourche 6, Thibodaux nothing. Winslow fires left side, and there's Chisley. Fumbles it, but's able to recover his own fumble out across the 50-yard line, and the first aerial attempt for the Tigers is successful for a first down.
We'll look at it again, just a quick look in. 3-step drop by Winslow. He's got a good arm. Kid throws the ball at 3-step, runs a little quick post. Right on the numbers. Again, almost had another turnover. Games like this, big plays, turnovers, Darren, means a lot.
First down, Thibodaux at the Trojan 48-yard line. There it is on the ground again, and Rivera picks up the loose football.
Oh, he's having a career night in the first quarter. Runs one back for a touchdown, and he recovers this one. I don't know, they tried to fake the pitch wide. They tried to come back underneath, run a little fullback trap. Looks like Winslow hits, I don't know who that Lasky at fullback, hit him on the elbow. Bad exchange, boys, a bad break. Thibodaux moving the chains, picking up a couple first downs. That's a tough blow. 2
early turnovers for the Tigers, and now the Trojans will have it near midfield as we come to the midway point of the first quarter. 6-0 Trojans. Robinson and Green in the I formation. This is Green again. He's got a running room to the 45, and utilizing that great cutback ability, the Thibodaux defense finally stops his forward progress near the sticks at the 41-yard line.
Just basic off-tackle play. Does a great job of following his blockers, and once he gets upfield, I like to see them kids run north and south there.
Hubble and Grenier on the stop for the Tiger defense. First down, Central Lafourche. I believe that is their first down of the ball game. They were 3 and out, punted and got the turnover on special teams. First down and 10 from the Thibodaux 41-yard line. Baldwin, the handoff again to Green, and he stacked up after a couple. Green's biggest game of the year came against Terrebonne, Coach, about 3 weeks ago, over 250 yards against the Tiger defense.
He had a good one. Oh, he's a good back there, and there's no doubt about it. He just built low to the ground, got excellent leg drive. He's got, you can tell he's got good eyes, follows his blockers real well.
You see our score, Central Lafourche 6, Thibodaux High nothing. A special teams turnover is the difference in the ball game right now. 2nd and 8 from the 39 of Thibodaux. Once again, it is Green. And he's showing his shiftiness. What a run right up the middle near the 30, and he's close to another first down.
Well, if we can look at this again, you talk about turning in a 2-yard loss into about a 7-8-yard gain. This is unbelievable. He's got purple jerseys all over him in the middle of the field. Again, just a basic dive play off tackle. He's go outside, and he cuts back inside, just missed tackle from the backside. He's got to do a good job of tackling this young man.
Mark Loop with a great block at the point of attack to spring in. First down, Central Lafourche at the Thibodaux 31-yard line. 5:44 to go in the opening quarter. Great crowd on hand here, and Coach, this is one of the biggest rivals we mentioned in South Louisiana.
It's a good one. It's year in and year out. This is a battle. They've always had extremely good football teams from both schools, and it always means something when they meet each other on the field.
First down, 10 from the 31 of Thibodaux. Central Lafourche 6, Thibodaux nothing. Again, it's Green with a handoff. Missed one tackle, but they get him on the second go-around before he can get upfield. Good job on defense there. Vito Simpson, the defensive end, with the stop. But the shiftiness of Green, he's gotten the carry on all but one play so far.
Very, very shifty. Boy, he's got some great feet. I tell you what, his shift is just helped them get out about on 2 downs in a row on losses running the football.
Coming in, Green was just shy of 800 yards through 5 games, 7 touchdowns, averaging 6.5 yards per carry. Second and we'll call it 9 from the 30. Baldwin to put it in the air. Short pass to Robinson. Shakes another tackle at the 20, and he's taken down at the 13-yard line.
Great downfield block by number 25, Sullivan Beard for Central Lafourche. Little play action, faked off tackle play, running the play action away from the motion. You'll see here on the rollout, here comes the fullback Robinson out the backfield. Watch this block by Beard right here. Boom. Great come back on the block.
John Craig made the stop finally down at the 13-yard line. And the Trojans are threatening again with 4:37 to go in the first quarter. We've got an injured Tiger. Thibodaux coming into the ball game very banged up, particularly on the defensive side of the football.
Coach Barnett was really concerned before the game. You know, he had Johnson, kid, the linebacker. He had his 2 big linemen that it was banged up. Of course, Shane Perkle had a separated shoulder, hadn't played in 3 weeks. Those guys are good players that you need on the football field, especially in a game like this. Well, we have an opportunity there. I'd like to welcome Central Lafourche Trojans to HTV. This is the first time since we've been covering high school football that we've been able to cover their games, and really excited about it. Randy Bro and his staff, year in and year out, those guys have had very, very solid programs. Of course, Bob Grove, who coached there for years, is truly a legend. I'm going to tell you what, this guy was a great high school football coach, and I know he's enjoying his retirement because he fishes every day.
And Randy Bro stepping into some big shoes.
Oh, yes.
Won a district title last year in his first year, going 8-3. First down from the Thibodaux 13-yard line. This is Green on the pitch. Using his speed, turns it upfield, and he's inside the 10-yard line.
First true pitch sweep they run all night. He has a good indication, example of his speed right there. Name those assistant coaches along with Randy Bro, who's the head coach at Central Lafourche. Assistant coaches Tommy Boudreau, Chad Blanchett, Matt Hodson, Tommy Gisclair, Carol Rogers, and Mark Bro.
2nd and 5 from the Thibodaux 8-yard line. 4:14 to go in the first quarter. Central Lafourche 6, Thibodaux nothing. And the Trojans are threatening again here in the first quarter. The single setback is Green. That's Degrees in motion, and they'll sweep it to this side this time. And this time Green is stacked up at the 5 by Shane Perkle.
Good job on number 8, Robbie Cayette. Defensive back came inside to give the defensive end did a good job of stringing the play out there. Once he turned inside, he had a lot of help from his friends. Some of the other defensive personnel for Thibodaux High School, linebackers are Shane Perkle, John Krieg, and Jason Kern. Defensive linemen are Vito Simpson, Donald Bogan, Jeremy Grenier, and Josh Lajani. Secondary, Robert Cayette, Lath Landry, Tubby Hubel, and Vondell Brown.
They go with the wishbone here. 2 tight ends. 3rd and 2 from the 5. This is Green again, left side. Close to a first down inside the 5-yard line. Perkle again leading. This will be close to the sticks, and they may have to measure again.
Just came out and, like a wishbone said, 2 tight ends, power football. They're going to call a timeout. They're going to measure. What's Eagle Eye say? First down?
22-yard fumble recovery on a muffed punt, a fumbled punt, was the only score in the ball game. Again, the wishbone with 2 tight ends. This is Billiot, right side, touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown of the year, Nick Billiot, the 175-pound senior.
We'll look at it again. Very good surge from the right side of the offensive line for Central Lafourche. You'll see a lot of purple shirts in the end zone right here. Good job of Kenyon Green. That's the makings of a good back. Not only does he carry the ball, but he did a good job of leading through the hole.
And the Trojans will go for 2 here to make up the difference with the missed PAT last time around, and they stay with the wishbone. And it looks to be Rivera in at fullback.
Maybe a little play action here.
Baldwin, that's the call. Wide open is Green, and he can't hang on. Just like you draw it up.
Yeah, he was there. Very good fake off tackle. Just came back with this exact same play, but just faked off tackle play. We'll look at it here. Faked off tackle play. Kenyon Green is wide coming out the backfield into the flat. You got your tight end wide open also, but he hit him in the wrong spot there and hit him in the hands.
2:57 to go, first quarter. Central Lafourche 12. Thibodaux, nothing. Back with more on the HTV radio phone. Pair of turnovers that led to 2 Trojan touchdowns. Here's Ben Thibodaux's kickoff. And it's picked up, almost picked up. Now it is finally at the 10-yard line. This is Jefferson. And Jefferson fumbles the ball again. It's loose. And a mad scramble for the football. I believe there was a Tiger who got there first, but they're all stacked up. We'll have to wait and see.
Boy, it's a crucial play right here. They could ill afford to give him another one. They got it. Thibodaux, I got it back. I was just fixing to say it there, and it's you know, sometimes you say it's too early in the game to say it's a crucial series, but this is a crucial series right here for Thibodaux High School. They have got to give that defense a break. Here you see him just fumble the ball. Just couldn't get his hands on it. Another pop. I don't think anybody ever hit it. Yeah, right there. Who was that number, Gene? Was that Mastretta? Looked like 44. Mastretta.
Corey Clare fell on the loose football. That is the 3rd fumble. Actually, the 4th fumble for Thibodaux, but only 2 turnovers so far. 2:47 to go.
Very fortunate Chris Mastretta didn't get that one.
This is Kevin Johnson, left side. And that swarming Trojan defense gang tackles him after a short pickup. Rivera again on the tackle for Central Lafourche. Johnson goes 6'2", 210 pounds. 694 yards rushing, 7 touchdowns coming into the ball game.
Kenyon Green is probably, I saw in the newspaper that he's in at least top 15 in the state rushing with his 800 yards.
2nd and 7. Ball at the 23-yard line. Fullback up the middle. This is Jefferson, first down at the 30. Gets a block upfield to the 40 and down to the 45-yard line. 23-yard pickup. Finally knocked off his feet downfield by Don Toussaint, the safety.
We'll look at it again. Little trap inside. Little G blocking with the offensive guard. Of course, everybody's keen on number 40, Kevin Johnson, and gives him an opportunity to turn upfield. Good, excellent move right there by Corey Jefferson. That gives him a shot in the arm, Darren.
Improves their field position out to the 45-yard line. First down, Thibodaux High. This time the fullback gets the call again, and not much room up the middle.
Came back with the identical same play, little G series. You can look for him to set up maybe a little option of that same series. The right offensive guard to the play side pulls and kicks the defensive end out. You can look for him maybe to fake that and just run a little option package off that outside with Johnson.
Johnny Bryan on the stop for Central Lafourche. 2nd and 7 from the 48-yard line. tripped up in the backfield. Johnson loses 3. I'm not sure a Trojan got back there. Did he trip over his own man or what?
Must be the paint on the Tigers. Too much paint. Coach Barnett's got to check with these guys that work on the field. Too much paint.
We'll set up a 3rd and 10 situation here as we get a second look.
You see here, he might have tripped over. I think he might have tripped over Winslow, Darren.
Yeah.
Looks like he got his foot on him.
Well, another passing situation for Thibodaux. Winslow is 1 for 1 so far. 3rd and 10 from the 45. Straight drop back, looks left, throws left, and it's nearly picked off. We do have a flag down, however, out around the 40-yard line. Courtney Harry, I should say, on coverage for the Trojans.
I don't know what he calls here. I didn't see an interference call. He might have called on the sidelines. I saw him turn around right away and go talk to Coach Randy Bro. Yeah. He did call it.
Well, we get the call here.
We might look at it again and see if we can see it again on a replay. Tell you what, I didn't see any interference. If there was any interference, it was 2 white jerseys fighting for the ball, because either one of them had a. Either one of the kids from Central Lafourche had a chance to intercept this ball. Oh, man. That's a bad call.
I'm not sure where it happened, Ed.
We'll give them credit when the credit is due, Darren, but I'm going to tell you what, that's a bad call.
First down, Thibodaux. 15-yard penalty, moves into the 40 of Central Lafourche. Larry Winslow, the junior quarterback, has Johnson behind him, and this is Kevin Johnson. Not much of a crease, but he makes one and pushes his way down near the 35-yard line.
That's what I assumed they would do at the beginning of the game. That's really their first time inside the tackles with Kevin Johnson just running north and south. They came out early in the game, first possession, running outside option. Then they gave the ball inside to Losky and Jefferson at fullback. Now it's the first time in this first quarter. In the first quarter.
Central Lafourche leads the Tigers of Thibodaux by a score of 12-0. Back with second quarter action in a moment on the HTV radio. Central Lafourche leads Thibodaux 12-0. A 22-yard fumble recovery return for the touchdown. And then the Trojans take advantage of a second Thibodaux fumble. Drive the ball 52 yards for their second touchdown to lead 12-0. Thibodaux has moved the ball if they can hold on to it, Coach.
That's the only problem tonight, Darren, is they just can't hold on to the football. They're their own worst enemy. They've got a decent drive here. I mean, they had the sticks moving the first time. They had the football and they dropped it on the ground. Come on, a little double wing. 2nd and 4 from the 37.
And they'll give it to Jefferson. He finds some running room off left side, and Harry finally brings him down along with Rivera. Close to the first down near the 30. A new twist offensively on that one,
Yeah,
Coach.
he came out in double wing, put Kevin Johnson at fullback, and just ran a reverse with Jefferson. Well, it's not really a reverse. It's just wide side of the field. He ran a sweep. Tell you what, I've been watching number 1, Gerald Chisley for Thibodaux High School. He's at the measure here. What you think, Gene? Oh, that's an excuse.
Johnson moves back to tailback on this particular formation with Lusky at fullback. And Winslow delays and then runs the sneak up ahead for a good gain of about 4 and a first down. On the stop was Jonathan Plaisance, the defensive tackle.
Good drive so far for Thibodaux High School. Nothing real fancy, just mixing the plays up, mixing their formations up. Fast first quarter, wasn't it?
It was. Just underway, less than a minute into the second quarter. Central Lafourche 12, Thibodaux nothing. Winslow gives it to Johnson, and again, Johnson is stacked up after short yardage inside the 25 to around the 22-yard line. Again, the leading tackler, Chris Mistretta, 5'10", 200-pounder. On the stop, it'll set up a 2nd and about 4.
And I'll tell you, first down, positive yardage, again, 4 or 5 yards. It makes it awfully easy for that offensive coordinator to call them offensive plays when you're looking at 2nd and 6. Of course, it makes it a little easier, too, when you got number 40 lined up back there.
6'2", 210-pound senior. 2nd and 6, and there's a Some movement by the right tackle. Vernell Coleman, 5'11", 280-pound senior, jumping before the snap. Second penalty of the ball game.
Could they'll afford to do that, man? Thibodaux High has really shot themselves in the foot tonight with the 4 turnovers and 2 of them that led directly to scores, and now crucial illegal procedure on them when they're moving the sticks. But now they're moving it back. Now they're gonna get a sideline warning from the referee. See, high school federation, Darren, if we get a picture of these guys behind you on the sidelines, those guys are not supposed to be there. Everybody's supposed to have a tag or some way related to the sidelines.
Second down and 11. Winslow looks to throw and finds his tight end. No, Delott can't hang on at around the 20. Philip Delott, his first pass attempt tonight. And Coach, they've been warned already one time. What happens if they become a hazard in the ballgame?
Well, they'll penalize it. It'll be a 15-yard penalty.
Against Thibodaux?
Yes, sir, against the sidelines. I mean, and they don't need something else to go wrong. We have a timeout.
Thibodaux takes the timeout with 10:22 to go in the first half. It's Central Lafourche 12.
Down to pick up the first down.
3rd and 11 from the Trojan 27-yard line. Johnson and Jefferson in the I formation. Every in motion across the near side. The bootleg for Winslow. Sidesteps Rivera, and now he's going to try to run for it. He's across the 20 and stacked up right around the 20. He'll be about 4 yards short of the first down. Again, Mastretta on the stop, and Winslow a little slow getting up. He took a pretty good pop.
Oh, he did. Did I see a flag? Must be a personal foul against somebody.
Central thinks it's against Thibodaux. We'll wait and see.
If we can look at it again on replay, maybe we can see right at the end of the play, somebody must have came in with a late hit. It's a personal foul against Thibodaux. Let's see if we can see it here, Darren. It's going to be a kind of a rollout. Play action pass. He's going to roll to the top of the screen, trying to hit his tight end. Then he does a great job of coming back, getting upfield. There's Winslow right there. See if we can see anything. Must have been away from the football, because it definitely didn't happen at the point of attack.
Well, that hurts Thibodaux a lot. After the play, a loss of down, and they face 4th and around 19. And the Tigers will once again take another timeout. Look at that crowd. Why? These stadiums, I would guess, hold 6,000 to 7,000, Coach, and I would say we're pretty close to 4th and 19. Thibodaux's first punt, pretty good one. Bounces inside the 10 and is touched at around the 8-yard line. Good job by Harold Perkins to pin the Trojans inside their 10. They will say at the 8-yard line, first down, Central Lafourche. 9:21 to go in the first half. 12-0 Trojans.
This is where your defense has to come through with a big play. You just have to come up with a turnover, give your offense an opportunity to get on the board before halftime.
First real weekend of football weather hitting us here in South Louisiana. Temperature in the mid-50s tonight.
Coach Bro and Coach Barnett before the game, Darren was saying this is the first time in 3 weeks they played on a dry field.
First down from the 8-yard line for Central Lafourche. They lead 12-0. Hand off to Green. And he's out across the 10, and we'll check in with Troy Johnson down on the Thibodaux sideline. They've got the Trojans pinned back deep. If they can hold them here 3 and out, they certainly would have the field position battle in their favor. And looked like Shane Perkle called a timeout right before the snap of the football.
He must have saw something offensive that he wasn't prepared for defensively.
Thibodaux High takes its second timeout of the first half. We have 8:44 remaining here in the first half. Thibodaux High trailing Central Lafourche by a score of 12-0. Thibodaux High 4-1 and Central Lafourche 5-0, ranked 8th in the state.
Coach Doug Haydale talking to his defensive coordinator for Thibodaux High School, his brother, Coach Glenn Haydale, is offensive coordinator. I'm sure Shane Perkle saw something, Darren, that he didn't like, and I mean, he's, you know, they don't want to give him any big play down here. They want to keep him back in their own territory and get decent field position on the exchange of punts.
Central Lafourche took the lead early in the ball game with 9:41 to go in the first quarter. Todd Rivera picked up a fumbled punt at around the 22 of Thibodaux, returned it for the touchdown. The extra point was no good for a 6-0 lead. Then late in the first quarter, Nick Billiot took it in from 3 yards out as they capitalized on the second Thibodaux High fumble of the first half, drove it 52 yards. 2nd and 8 from about the 10-yard line. Green is the lone running back, and he gets the handoff again. I believe that's Robinson on the carry this time. The fullback, Russell Robinson, has only carried 9 times coming into this ball game, but he picks up positive yardage out near the 15-yard line.
Big third down play for the Thibodaux High defense. Yeah, Russell Robinson, he's 6'2", about 215. Good-looking football player.
John Craig on the stop. 3rd and 1 from the 13-yard line. I beg your pardon, the 18-yard line. They need to get close to the 20 for the first down. Robinson again up the middle, and he has a first down.
Good surge by the middle of the offensive line. Again, he came out in trip formation. One back, just ran straight dive. Little zone blocking up front. Find a little crease. Robinson gets the first down.
Eight-minute mark of the second quarter. Central Lafourche 12 and Thibodaux High nothing. First down Central from their own 23-yard line. Baldwin gives it to Green on the counter play, and he's stacked up in the backfield. Good job by that defensive front. They just overpowered the Trojan line that time.
Yeah, a little push, very good push up front from Grenier and Lejeune. Just try to run the guard tackle trap, look like, and they definitely keen on number 40. But they could ill afford right now, right here, Darren, to give him a big play, because he's got the capability to score any time he touches the football.
Beard and Jenkins come wide to the near side. The back's in the eye on 2nd and 9. Ball at the 23-yard line. That's Jenkins in motion. Play fake by Baldwin. Throws out near side, and it's intercepted at the turnover. Vondell Brown picked off the deflection.
Good job by Vondell. Nice little tip drill. You work on this at practice every day. I guess his justification, Darren, the kid that fumbles the punt comes back and intercepts the pass. It's the payback.
Pass looked to be right on
He was wide open. Very good throw right there. Ball just bounces off his hands. Vondell Brown's right there to catch the football. Excellent throw by Mike Baldwin right there. Hit the wide receiver right in the hands.
Sullivan Beard, the intended receiver, and now we'll see if Thibodaux capitalizes on the momentum. The long running back is Johnson. They'll run the option to the right. Pitches out, and they're loose on the ground again. And that is turnover number 3 for Thibodaux here in the first half.
We'll look at it again. They try to run option, down the line option, speed option, what we call, to the wide side of the field, to the trips formation. They're outnumbered. I mean, Central Lafourche's got a man up on everybody. There's nobody to pitch the ball to. I mean, they got a guy on pitch, got a guy on quarterback. Excellent defensive play by Central Lafourche Trojans. I can see why that defense has given up, what, 18, 19 points in 5 games, Darren? Excellent job right there by Coach Randy Brewer and his staff.
Johnny Bryan on the fumble recovery. And so the Trojans get it right back. 3 Thibodaux fumbles here in the first half. Central Lafourche 12, Thibodaux nothing. Trojan ball at their own 34-yard line. Ball on the ground again, and we could have the 3rd turnover in 3 plays. Thibodaux says they've got it, and the officials agree.
Getting real sloppy right here. Very, very sloppy. You wouldn't expect this from 2 good football teams like this, but again, Darren, when the emotions are so high on both sides, both football teams coming in sky high, but you've got to keep your composure. You've got to remember what you have to do. You know, just calm yourself down. That gives Thibodaux an opportunity now to get back in the football game.
Michael Baldwin with Trouble with the exchange from Robbie Rome, his center. First down, Thibodaux at the Trojan 34-yard line. Grenier wide to the left, Chisley wide right, backs in the eye on first down. Jefferson finds a hole again and has about 5 to the 30. Again, Mistretta on the tackle.
Once again, Kevin Johnson handing the ball off. Little G-series blocking there from Thibodaux High's offensive line. Huge hole. Moving the sticks. Once again, Darren, excellent yardage on first down. Man, you love to see that as an offensive coordinator.
5 fumbles in the ball game for Thibodaux High, 3 of them turnovers. They've been their own worst enemy here in this first half. They go with the double wing setup here again. 2nd and 6. Jefferson has a couple of blockers in front of him that he stacked up after short yardage. Now we've got a little extracurricular activity near the Thibodaux bench, but things seem to be calmed down.
You got to keep that composure here. Once again, Chisley. Tell you what, I know he's hustling. He's doing everything he can, but he's going to cost him 15 sooner or later because he's awfully close to having some late hits.
Corey Jefferson on the carry there, setting up 3rd and about 4 from the 29-yard line of Central Lafourche. 5:20 to go, second quarter, 12-0 Trojans. Thibodaux threatening again. 3rd down, handoff to Jefferson, and he's stacked up short of the first down after a pickup of 2. Again, trying to take advantage of the over pursuit from the Central Lafourche defense, but Daniel Rodrigue made the stop. And coach, just a well-drilled team to stay in your lanes and not overrun the football.
You've seen 2 exceptionally well-coached teams here tonight, Darren. I mean, you can't. I know you don't coach turnovers, and that's the kids doing it, but yeah, to that credit, these guys are just giving it all they got. But these are 2 well-coached football teams.
Thibodaux faces 4th and 3. They go for it here with 4:39 to go in the second quarter from the 28-yard line. Winslow gives it to his big horse Johnson. Sidesteps a couple tackles and is very close to the first down. The Trojans don't think that he picked it up. We'll wait and see.
Depends on the spot. Depends on the spot. I don't think he's got it. He's short.
Well, it looked like his body got there, but his knee may have came down a little early.
Touch. Yeah, those are questionable. That could go either way. I mean, both officials are probably about 10 or 15 yards away from the play. So you know, you're looking at a spot what you think it is. By the time you get there, you may be 6 inches off. But that may, Eagle Eye said it was a bad spot, but I'll give the credit to officials that time, Gene.
I'm Darren Fontaine for Hillary Domain this week, along with the coach Don Schwab, Troy Johnson on the sidelines, and our spotter Gene Gaino. We're happy to have you with us. As Central Lafourche leads Thibodaux 12-0. Jenkins in motion to the far side. Baldwin to throw. Up top, Beard with the catch at the 40. Down the sideline, he's got 1 man to beat. And he will not catch him. A touchdown pass, Sullivan Beard.
Oh, Lord, I tell you, they didn't need that. Young man, Vondell Brown goes to the interception here. Just throwing a long out. This ball's thrown a long ways, Darren, from the other hash mark to the wide side of the field. This ball stays in the air a long time. He's got an opportunity to go for the interception. He misses the interception. It's all the way. Guy at the top has the angle. He kind of runs into the official, I believe.
Yeah.
Ran into the official.
Toby Hubble there catches Beard right as he reaches the goal line, but it's too late, and Central Lafourche has jumped out now to an 18-0 lead with 4:15 to go in the second quarter. 74 yards on the pass play. And the Trojans appear to be going for 2 once again to make it a 20-point lead. This Thibodaux crowd here is stunned at what they've seen here in the first half. A wishbone formation, 2-point conversion, play action. Baldwin wide open again is Green. Same play. This time Green hangs on. And Central Lafourche converts the 2-point try, and they lead 20-0. 4:15 to go in the first half. Back with more on the HTV Radio Phone Game of the Week in just a moment.
Big one, Portis. Talk about deflating your balloon.
Ben Thibodaux's kickoff. Taken in at the Jelani Davis at around the 20-yard line, and he's out to about the 28. Jay Townsend, a senior wide receiver on the tackle, special teams wise for the Central Lafourche Trojans. 4:08 remaining here in this first half.
And I'm sure Coach Barnett right now is going to be very, very happy to go in. You know, they don't want to do one thing right there. They don't want to turn the ball over again. Of course, they've done that enough tonight, the first half. They get the ball. They get the ball to begin the second half. I think it's very, very important for Thibodaux High right now to just run this clock out, go in at halftime, make the adjustments. They're still not out of it. They've got the capabilities on offense to score 3 times.
Winslow out of the shotgun on first down from his own 28. Throws far side. Grenier with the catch. Down immediately at the 30-yard line. Nice throw, good reception. Joey Augustine on the tackle after a gain of 8.
Spread the field, a little shotgun formation. There's nothing wrong with Winslow's arm. I tell you, he's got a good arm. He can throw the football upfield.
Yeah, he's an excellent athlete, a good basketball player as well. He's not very big in stature, but he's got good quickness. Lateral movement is excellent.
Oh, he just comes to the sidelines holding his right shoulder, too. Larry Winslow, number 2.
Taranza Every will have to step in, a 5'8 sophomore who has played sparingly this year. And he will work out of the shotgun as well with Johnson alongside. 3:25 to go, 2nd and 3 from the 35. Every tosses it down the middle. There's Jefferson. He's got it at the 40 and down at the 35-yard line. Courtney Harry on the stop, and boy, what a pass coming in cold off the bench, Coach?
Off the bench. This kid here just threw the ball. Terenzi Every threw the ball well. He's in a shotgun. Jefferson runs a streak route up the middle, right down the hash mark, and he just throws a strike over the shoulder. This is perfectly thrown, Darren. I don't think you could have thrown the ball better than that.
You think Troy could have caught it any better than that?
No, Troy, he couldn't catch one in pregame. He was dropping them all over the place in pregame.
First down, Thibodaux. Finally a big play offensively for the Tigers. Every still in at quarterback. First down. They snap it straight ahead to Johnson. And it looked like the Trojan defense was waiting for that play. They had him scoped out and waiting at the 30, a short gain of a couple. Rivera on the stop again.
Thibodaux High in shotgun formation. Just snapped the ball to Kevin Johnson, up back. Just try to catch him off guard. Once again, well-schooled defensive unit right here for Central Lafourche.
2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Thibodaux trying to get something on the board before halftime. They trail 20-0.
Boy, it would be a big shot in the arm there if they could get something before half. Like we said, they got the ball to begin the second half.
2nd and 8 from the 32. Shotgun Every throws over the middle, almost intercepted. Nice job by Sullivan Beard, who has 2 interceptions on the year, cutting in front of Grenier on the look-in. That's been their favorite pass play so far tonight.
Well, he's kind of trying to run a curl route to the first down marker, but he's got to stop and come back toward the football. He keeps floating right to the defensive back. You see right there, he keeps going to the defensive back, Darren. He's got to make that little curl and come back toward the quarterback, give him a little help. Because that free safety sitting back there reading that quarterback's eyes.
We've got a penalty against Thibodaux, an illegal motion penalty. Will, if they back him up, they would replay second down. If not, they would face
I'm sure
2nd and 8.
I'm sure Coach Barnett will go in halftime and just tell himself and his staff, guys, it's not very much more can happen to us real negative the second half, hopefully, because they have had a horrendous first half there.
5 fumbles, 3 of which resulted in turnovers.
Crucial penalties.
Crucial penalties. Failing on a 4th down conversion. 2nd and we'll call it 14 from the 36. Every throws near side, and it's intercepted by Billiot at the 30. Has room to the 40, 45, and up near midfield with 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the first half. That is 4 Tiger turnovers.
You see what Coach Randy Bull decides to do right here. Sit on and go. I'll tell you what, I would think he's going to go to the end zone. He's going to try to get some points on the board.
Nick Billiot with the interception. And a penalty on Thibodaux High will be declined, I believe. Here's the replay, and we see the interception, and Billiot just follows a couple of blockers up the near sideline.
Got to put him at running back.
I believe he plays a little there, too. Does have a touchdown tonight. First down Central. They're at the Thibodaux 49-yard line. We have 2:04 to go in the second quarter, 20-0 in this turnover fest. Backs in the eye. Toss back to Green. A possible reverse was snuffed out with good penetration in the backfield.
Thank God for Shane Perkins. They get this reverse off at 6 points. I guarantee they had a wall set up on the wide side of the field like a punt return. Great penetration that time by Perkins and his inside people. Never, Kenyon Green could never get the handoff to the wide receiver, but they had the play set up, Darren, perfectly.
Well, that tells us what Coach Bro's intentions are right before half, I guess, huh?
Yes.
Clock moving at 1:30, 90 seconds to go.
He's also got all 3 of his timeouts left.
I formation with Baldwin and quarterback. This is Green running left. Trying to get outside, and boy, look at that speed. He's able to turn the corner, and he's back up near the original line of scrimmage at around the 50, and that'll stop the clock with 1:16 to go.
No substitute for speed on there. No substitute for speed. They need to get it within about 42 yards in pregame. I saw Ben Thibodaux kid kicking the ball. I think his limit is about 42, 43 yards, so they've got to get about 25 more yards to get in his range, but right now they're facing a big 3rd down and 10.
$1:16 to go in the second quarter. 3rd down and 10. Central Lafourche at the 49 of Thibodaux. Play fake for Baldwin. He'll throw downfield, and it's caught. First down, Sullivan Beard at the 38-yard line. And the defensive back right there, Vondell Brown, played it safe, went ahead and made the tackle. It looked like he might have had a chance to intercept it, but if he doesn't, it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
So he did the smart thing right there.
He did. Beard's coming back, having to miss one. He's come back and made 2 good catches right there. Here we go.
Actually, I said it was Vondell Brown. I believe it was.
Central Lafourche will call a timeout here. Their first timeout.
20-0. Central Lafourche with the lead. We'll take a break. We've got 1 minute, 7 seconds. 1:07 to go in the second quarter. Central Lafourche 20, Thibodaux High nothing. 4 turnovers here in the first half by Thibodaux High. 2 of them have led directly to Central Lafourche touchdowns. A 22-yard fumble recovery, return for the touchdown. And then Nick Billiot capped off a 52-yard drive with a Thibodaux fumble from about midfield. And the only sustained drive for Central Lafourche was a 74-yard pass play, a 1-play drive. First down from the 38 of Thibodaux. Shotgun for Baldwin. Blitz is on. He's got the screen set up, but he overthrows his tight end, who was wide open. David Rister here on the near side.
Shane Perkins on the stunt up middle put pressure on him. He couldn't get the ball, but if he gets another play that was perfectly set up, number 88, David Rister for Central Lafourche on tight end screen. I mean, another play just like the reverse was set up for good positive yardage. Stops the clock with a minute and 3 left and a half. Brings up a big 2nd and 10. Big series of downs right here for Thibodaux High and their defense.
1:03 to go. Trip receivers to the left. Shotgun for Baldwin. 2nd and 10. Drops back. Hit as he throws. Downfield. Deflected and caught at the 20-yard line. The ball rested on top of the head of a Thibodaux defender and was caught by Sullivan Beard, I believe, at the 20.
We'll look at it again. Again, good pressure. Here comes Perkins up the middle. He gets the ball off. It's going to hit the defensive man right in the hands. I don't see why he didn't see it. Hits his helmet. Excellent concentration right there by Beard.
Robert Cayette. And Baldwin throws it away over to the left side, stopping the clock with 48 seconds left. Well, when things go wrong, they really go wrong, and Thibodaux just not getting a break either.
Boy, they cannot get a break this first half. I know Coach Barnett's going to be happy to see that thing go to triple zeros on that board because he wants to go inside, trying to calm his troops down. This has been an unbelievable half for Thibodaux High School.
5-yard illegal procedure penalty will back up Central Lafourche now, and that will put them back to the 25. Where if they had to kick from right here, would put them about 42 yards out.
They're in range right now for Thibodaux, kid. I saw some motion. They were trying to get in a hurry-up offense, just stop the clock with a little quick out. Everybody wasn't set.
Robinson is set up alongside Bolden in the shotgun. They've got Green in the slot to the right. They give it to Robinson on the draw play, and he gains 4 or 5 up the middle to Johnny on the tackle. Timeout, Central Lafourche. We hope to have comments from one or both coaches going into the locker room.
Hornville had a rough start. I know Scotty Hildebrand up there is very disappointed. I spoke to Coach Bush Degg, but they'll be in the hunt. 3rd and 12. Bolden under pressure, throws it to Billiot, slips one tackle, and is hit behind the line of scrimmage at around the 20, or about the 24-yard line. Might have gotten back to the line to perform here at halftime. We've got a crowd in excess of 5,000. Right now, about half of them are sitting stunned at what they've seen here in the first half. Here is what appears to be about a 41-yard field goal attempt. This is Barry Plaisance, number 17.
Plaisance will try it. The holder is Jacob Loop. Kick is up, does not have the distance, and will miss to the left. And that is the end of the first half of play. 20-0, Central Lafourche. Central Lafourche leads Thibodaux by a score of 20-0, and the Trojans will kick it away to Thibodaux. Back deep, Kevin Johnson at his 5. Corey Jefferson over on the right side. Robert Caillet on the near side. And here's Ben Thibodaux's kickoff, and again a short kick away from Johnson. Caillet from his 16, back up the middle, across the 30, in good field position, out to the 35-yard line, tackled on the play by Jonathan Plaisance. First down, Thibodaux, Coach, and what do the Tigers have to do to get back in this one?
Well, first of all, they got to quit turning the ball over. Second of all, they got to eliminate the mistakes and the silly penalties. And then right now they have to just establish something offensively. They had spurts of it the first half, Darren, but they never could get, they came up with a big 4th down in a couple yards. They just need to drive the football. Central Lafourche, on the other hand, had to keep doing what they've been doing the first half and just play sound football on both sides. They'll be okay.
Terenza Every still in at quarterback, and there we go with movement along the Thibodaux offensive front. We'll set them behind the sticks here on the first play of the second half.
And when we talk about mistakes, here we go again. Now the kid from Central Lafourche moved across the neutral zone.
Well,
called against Thibodaux High, illegal procedure.
First half rushing statistics, Kenyon Green 14 carries, 45 yards. Kevin Johnson only 7 carries for 14 yards in that first half.
They were definitely keen on Kevin Johnson.
Michael Bolden, the Trojan quarterback, 5 of 8, 1 interception, 1 touchdown, 119 yards in the first half. 1st and 15 from the 30. Everett rolling out right under pressure now. Will throw it right for Grenier, but it's incomplete. Everett's only a sophomore, stands 5'5", weighs 155, and Larry Winslow went out late in the second quarter, Coach, and he doesn't have his helmet on. Not sure exactly what the problem is. Maybe Troy can check on that for us.
I think it's his shoulder. It looks like a right shoulder. Look, he hurt it on the incompletion in the first half. I saw Troy Johnson go talk to him. Maybe we might get a report on him later.
2nd and 15, Thibodaux at their own 30-yard line. Just underway in the second half. Central 20, Thibodaux nothing. Split back formation for the first time tonight out of Thibodaux High. This is Corey Jefferson. And again, Trojans in the Tiger backfield. No gain on the play.
Central Lafourche just winning a battle in the trenches right now. They control the line of scrimmage. There's no movement whatsoever from the offensive line for Thibodaux High School.
David Rive on the tackle. We'll check in with Troy Johnson about Larry Winslow's situation in just a moment. We've got one play coming up here, and we'll be ready to go. Thibodaux faces 3rd and 15 from their own 30-yard line. Just underway in the third quarter. Every rolls right. Flare pass to Johnson. That is a lateral. They better get on it. And it picked up and returned for a touchdown, Tucson. And you could definitely see that from up here. A lateral picked up at around the 16, 17-yard line by Tucson and ran in for the touchdown, but there is a flag down.
There's a flag. We see right here on the replay. Trying to throw a little swing pass to Kevin Johnson. You see, definitely tell him he's behind the line of scrimmage. That is their lateral. Must have an offensive holding or something right there, the way it was called. Offensive holding.
Central Lafourche touchdown. Let's go to the sidelines now. Troy Johnson with an update on Larry Winslow.
The starting quarterback for the Tigers, number 12, Larry Winslow. Larry, you had a little bumper there going out the first half. Number 2, Larry Winslow, you had a little bumper going out the first half. What happened, Larry?
After I completed a pass, somebody came out of nowhere, hit me on my elbow, and my arm was numb.
How's it feeling right now? Do you think you'll get a chance to get back in?
Sure. I think I'll be able to get back in.
We're here with one of the best quarterbacks in Thibodaux's history right here, Larry Winslow. He's doing a good job tonight, so hopefully he can get back in there. Back to you.
Malden, hands off, and it's fumbled, recovered by Thibodaux on the 2-point conversion. So the score will stay at Central Lafourche 26, Thibodaux nothing, and they definitely need Winslow and a little more than that to play catch-up to this 8th-ranked Trojan ball. You're right. Here's the kickoff. This time Kevin Johnson will get an opportunity from his 8. Johnson back across the 20, trips and falls at around the 31-yard line.
See if Winslow goes back into the game, and I'll see him warming up on the sidelines. Looks like he's in a lot of pain.
I guess you could say he got hit on the funny bone or whatever right there on his elbow, and he's just numb.
Yeah,
we know we've all had that happen.
And it's his throwing arm too, so that makes it even worse. If it'd be his left arm, he could probably bear it, just play with the pain. But if he has to throw the football.
So Toranzo Every will stay in at quarterback for Thibodaux. His team trails 26-0 I formation. Kevin Johnson gets the handoff, and has been the case all night long, just not much running room. That 8-man front is really keying in on number 4.
Yeah, there is. They got 8 people in the box, and they 5 down people and 3 linebackers, and they just daring Thibodaux hard to throw the football.
Corky Terrio on the tackle. Kevin Johnson slow getting up now. Fine. Corey Jefferson will take his spot at tailback. Jacob Lusky's the fullback on 2nd and 9. Every drops back, now under pressure. Rolling right, throwing right, incomplete. Pass there was intended for Jelani Davis.
Excellent coverage by number 9, Don Toussaint. Dropped back there with Central Lafourche was in zone. He just drops back, reads nobody, no receiver in front of him, so he almost gets the interception here from underneath.
Coach, a lot of people would wonder, when a team runs a 5-3 defense, obviously you only have 3 defensive backs. What does the defense do that still plays such effective pass defense? Obviously, you only give up 19 points the whole year.
Well, they run a combination. They'll run some man outside, but they'll play 3 deep and 3 underneath zone with the middle linebacker. The curl areas are usually open if you get the ball to them. Right there.
3rd and 9. Look
like
over
right
the
here.
middle. Oh, my goodness. Wide open was Chisley, but the youngster couldn't get the ball downfield. You're right, Coach. They found the open spot in the zone there, and had Chisley been able to haul it in.
Middle of the field was wide open. Had a breakdown in coverage, I'm sure. You look at it, there's Chisley right there, but he was definitely wide open. Boy, they needed a big play like that.
That could have been perhaps the momentum boost Thibodaux needed, but he, as has been the case most of the night, comes up short. Perkins back at his own 16-yard line. Harold Perkins. Pressure is on, and he gets away a pretty good kick. It nearly hits Eric DeGrees at the 40, and we're rolled dead right there. Eric had no clue where the ball was. It only missed him by a yard or 2. 9:59 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's Central Lafourche leading 26-0 over the Thibodaux Tigers.
Good pass rush that time.
We'll see if the Tiger defense can get some momentum here. First down, Central at their own 40-yard line. 9:59 to go in the 3rd quarter. This is Kenyon Green. He tries the left side and is stacked up after a couple of yards. Tackled on the play by Josh Lejani. 2nd down, about 8 from the 41.
Neither tailback tonight has really had any kind of consistency running the football. They've done it both defenses have done a good job on Johnson and also Kenyon Green.
Green coming in averaging better than 155 yards per game. Had 45 in the first half. Well below his average. 2nd and 9 from the 41. The deep I formation this time. And the counter to Green. And he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. A nice solo tackle by that Thibodaux defense. It'll set up 3rd down and 9. John Krieg on the stop along with Vito Simpson. Clock moving here in the 3rd quarter. Thibodaux trailing 26-0. There have been 5 Thibodaux turnovers, 2 Central Lafourche turnovers. And a passing situation now for Mike Baldwin, who's 5 of 8. 119 yards on the night. 3 receivers and a slot to the near side. Screen over the middle. Billiot shakes a tackle at the 45-50. It's a foot race, and there goes Billiot. There is a flag down. Hubble cannot catch him. Touchdown, Nick Billiot. His 2nd score of the ball game. But there is a flag back behind the line of scrimmage.
Offensive hold in Central Lafourche. They're going to bring it back. Shot in arm right there for Thibodaux High School. See if they could cash in on it on a big 3rd down play.
Well, as we see the
missed tackle right there. And this kid does a good job running the football. Very, very strong. Good speed in the open air.
You got it.
He's got good speed. Nick Billiot. Well executed play, but Nick can't get a kiss tonight from your girlfriend, Ponty. You got to come all the way back.
The holding call on the screenplay will nullify the touchdown pass of 59 yards and will send the Trojans back to their own 26-yard line. And they will replay 3rd down, and it will be 3rd and about 24.
See if Thibodaux High can take advantage of this now. Got him pinned back. Should have decent field position if they could hold him here on 3rd down.
Baldwin will work out of the shotgun again. 3rd and 24. He needs to get to midfield for the 1st down. The blitz is on. Another screen is set up, but he's under pressure, and he'll have to dump it away. No receiver in the area, and a flag will come down.
It'll be a penalty and loss of down.
So this should set up some decent field position for Thibodaux now. They'll take the penalty, I'm sure, with the loss of down and move them back even further to punt it on 4th and about 30.
Tell you what, both defenses have played well all night there, and we hadn't really seen an outstanding drive by anybody. Either offense has done wave it off.
Well, you look at it, there have been 2 defensive touchdowns, a 52-yard drive, and a 74-yard pass play. So
right. It's all been big plays on either side.
4th and 24, they'll punt the football away. Ben Thibodaux will stand back at his own 11-yard line. Corey Jefferson and Corey Clare await the kick, a low end over end kick. It will be Clare from his own 38-yard line, and he is swarmed right there for no return. Tucson again on the tackle for the Trojan special teams.
Excellent coverage by their punting teams. Boy, they do a good job. I'm going to tell you what, these guys are well coached. Mistretta, I tell you what, number 44, Chris Mistretta, he's excited. I think he gets excited out there. But that's the way you're supposed to play this game, Darren. Have a lot of fun, man. And Winslow's going back into the game.
Here he comes. He went out late in the 2nd quarter with that stinger to his elbow. He's got a little wrapping on it right now, and he will return. He did complete 1 pass in the 1st half. The junior, there he is. Kevin Johnson will stand alongside him in the shotgun formation now. 2 receivers to the left, shotgun for Winslow. Looks left, steps up, has some room to run now. Cuts back and is tripped up at the 43-yard line. I picked up about 6. 2nd and 4.
Need to get a lot more than 6. 8 minutes and counting. Down 26. You got to move those chains.
5-man rush out of the shotgun formation. Just the athletic ability there of Winslow to get 6 there. He had 3 men out in the pattern. Could find no one open. 2nd and 4 from the 43-yard line. Central Lafourche 26, Thibodaux nothing. 4 wide receivers set now. Shotgun for Winslow. There's the snap. 5-man rush. He pump fakes and drops the ball. Recovers his own fumble back at the 34-yard line.
Just not the night for the purple and gold, Darren. That's all I can say, man. They've had a atrocious night as far as execution. I mean, it hadn't been there. It's unfortunate for these young men to play like that, but if you stay in this profession long enough, you're going to have nights like this. And boy, you sure hate to see it on a night like tonight. It was such a big game for both football teams.
Unofficially, 7 fumbles now for Thibodaux. 4 have been turnovers, 3 have not. 3rd and 13. Back at their own 34. Winslow looks left, fires out to the near side, and the hit jars the ball free, intended for Gerald Chesley. Give the credit there to Courtney Harry, the defensive back. His receiver was open, but the leg jarred the ball free.
Good job by Courtney Harry, but again, the wide receivers got to come back to the football. They're just waiting. They've got to come back toward the football. He had more than enough room to pick up the first down.
Here's Harold Perkins to punt it away for the 3rd time tonight. 9 men at the line of scrimmage for Central Lafourche. They come up the middle, and he barely gets it away, and he gets away a beauty. High towering spiral. Perkins makes the fair catch at his own 36-yard line, and that's where Central Lafourche will have it. First down and 10. 6:32 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Central Lafourche 26, Thibodaux High nothing.
Well, I tell you what, they're always getting somebody on that punter every time, getting closer and closer. One time it was Mistretta, that time it was Todd Rivera. Once again, Thibodaux High's defense got to make a stop, maybe come up with a turnover. It's getting almost critical here, Darren. It's almost getting to the time where the defense has to put some points on the board for them to get back in this game.
6.5 minutes to go. First down from the 36-yard line. They give it up and straight ahead to the fullback, and I believe that's Robinson on the carry. Russell Robinson, 6'2", 215 pounds. Picks up 7 yards running straight ahead, and John Krieg made the stop. 2nd and 3 from the Trojan 43-yard line. Central Lafourche turned it over twice there in the 2nd quarter, but Thibodaux could not capitalize. Baldwin has 3 receivers to his left. Green is the lone setback, and Green gets the pitch. He tries to turn the corner, but big Philip Johnson is right there to corral him down after a short pickup, maybe a yard. Also there on the stop was Curtis Washington.
Once again, good adjustments to the trips formation by Thibodaux High School. Just stringing everything out. Kenyon Green has nowhere to go. Good pursuit by the inside by Thibodaux High's defense. Big possession down here.
3rd down, call it 3 from the 43-yard line. 5:20 to go, 3rd quarter. Trips to the right this time. Handoff up the middle. The fullback is stacked up short of the first down. That looked to be Robinson again on the carry. And again, Krieg on the stop, and he looks like he's a yard short of the first down.
Central Lafourche got the punt. Central Lafourche will have to punt the football. Randy Brewer, Coach Brewer will take this, run a little time off the clock, put his defense back on the field. Thibodaux hadn't shown any capabilities of moving the football against him any kind of consistency.
Snap to Ben Thibodaux. Gets away a pretty good kick. The coverage is down there. It's caught by Clare at the 22, and he's taken down at the 24-yard line. Tackled again by Don Toussaint. Great special teams coverage again, and Thibodaux will have to drive the length of the field down to put something on the board. And
well, as a coach, you like to see all 3 phases of your game work: offense, defense, and specialty teams. And tonight, everything is clicked for Central Lafourche. They've done an extremely good job of preparing these guys for this big, crucial game tonight.
4.5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Central Lafourche led it 20-0 at halftime. Have tacked on an extra touchdown in the 3rd quarter. For Thibodaux High, 5 turnovers have been the difference so far. Grenier in motion. They'll hand the ball away to Kevin Johnson, and once again, that's been the story all night long. A synopsis of his night right there on that one play. Rivera on the tackle, a gain of maybe a yard.
Sooner or later, somebody's going to block Mistretta. You would think now they'd earmark that guy and say, look, we got to block number 44, guys, because that guy is going to make some tackles, and it's not very hard for even Gene to spot that. Yeah, that middle linebacker, that nose guard is kind of protecting him.
Yeah. 2nd and 9. Ball at the 25-yard line. Winslow, 3-step drop, looks over the middle, picked off Billiot again. From the 37 back to the 30, down to the 25-yard line.
That's the zone coverage right there. Darren, we look at it again. Good example of the zone coverage in that 5-3 defense. 3 defensive backs. Watch Billiot drop right in the curl area. He'll block nobody in his area, in front of him, so he's going to drop right to the curl area, steps right in front of the quick post. Excellent job by Billiot right there.
Turnover number 6 for the Thibodaux Tigers. And Central Lafourche will play 1st and 10 from the 25 of Thibodaux. It's been that kind of night for the Tigers.
Awfully difficult for Thibodaux High to come back now.
26-0. Robinson gets the handoff. Actually, that's Kenyon Green. It was the single setback, and he's stacked up. The Thibodaux defense has done a job keeping him under control tonight, but they've been their own worst enemy here in this ball game.
Well, like I said previously, I mean, both defenses have played well. Shane Perkle, those guys, Jeremy Grenier, those guys have played well.
Well, many of the 2,000 to 3,000 who made the trip up the bayou from the Raceland-Lockport area still in their seats, have not left this one, and you wouldn't expect them to. Here's Bolden rolling out over the middle. There's his tight end wide open, and Rister can't hang on. That's 2 he's dropped tonight. That's where he's been wide open.
He needs to get a few passing drills over there, Coach Bro. Tell you what, that's 2 of them. He's hit them right in his hands. He's dropped both of them.
Good job by Bolden there.
Yeah, it's a little bootleg action. Bolden does a good job right here just getting the ball off. He's got somebody right in his face. Look, he's right in the hands on a tight end coming across the field behind the linebackers. I know one guy's missing the game tonight, and I want to wish him the very best. Some cousin of mine, Dennis Foray, who had low heart surgery a couple of weeks ago. He's a big Central Lafourche Trojan fan.
Well, I'm sure he'll be happy when he hears the news tonight. Blitz is on as Bolden looks left, throws left, and it is intercepted, and a flag comes down. We could have pass interference right here. Pass intended for Beard, but hold everything.
They're going to call this on Thibodaux High, and they might have to get some sheriff's office personnel over here to watch this guy.
Steven Scrivener.
It's a great job by the defensive back here of breaking to the football. Goes through it as long as he goes to the football. Excellent play.
Well, that's a tough call right there.
They're going to call it against Thibodaux High.
But I will say this, it was a little closer than it was the first time in the first half. But still a very close call.
If we look at it again, maybe we can see the contact. If they both get there at the same time, is as much his football as the defensive backs.
Well, it looked like the receiver kind of bent over right as he arrived, yes. So there really wasn't a whole lot of contact.
We'll see at the top of the screen here. Baldwin throws it out. We got a head in the way, but that's coming out. You'll see them, both guys going to the football now. I don't know.
Tough call right there. And for Thibodaux High, they can chalk it up as just another break that goes the Trojans' way tonight.
Yes.
1st and 10 from the 13 of Thibodaux. 26-0 Central Lafourche. 3 receivers to the right. Robinson, the lone running back. Bolden will throw to the end zone. Throws it up, intended for Degrees. Hubble there on coverage as Degrees can't hang on.
Just trying to throw a little streak route right there to Degrees. Thibodaux High has had opportunities to intercept some passes tonight. They just had not gone to the football. They've just been flat all the way around there, and as flat as I've seen them. And we've done one game with them before and saw them on film, and boy, they're just outright flat tonight.
2nd and 10 Baldwin's quick throw near side. That's Jenkins. He's got a blocker at the 5. Down the sideline. They say he stepped out of bounds at the 2. Dion Jenkins, I should say, out of bounds at the 2, but that should be close to a first down. Well, good blocking there by his receivers.
Yeah, inside people, Beard, and I don't get the other guy's number right here. Is that Robinson? But he gets to the sidelines right here. He does a great job of going to the sidelines. Oh, the guy, Green does a good job of not clipping. There's a Beard downfield. See if he steps out right here. Excellent call. Yeah, he steps on with his right foot on about the 2-yard line. Good call by the official.
1st and goal to go, Trojans. We've got 2:41 to go in the 3rd quarter. 26-0. Central Lafourche looking to add to their lead. The 8th-ranked team in 5A in the state of Louisiana, the Wishbone. Kenyon Green, left side, touchdown, his first of the night, his 8th of the season.
Very good. Again, excellent push by the left side of Central Lafourche's line.
Block down,
kick out, give the ball number 40 and say, look, take it in. And they're going to kick it now. Makes it 32-0.
Two-yard touchdown run for Kenyon Green. Plaisance will attempt the extra point, it looks like. And it is up and good. 2:37 remaining in the 3rd quarter. It's been all Trojans so far. Central Lafourche 33, Thibodaux nothing. Back with more on the HTV radio.
It's going to be a low-scoring game because of both sides' defenses.
Ben Thibodaux's kickoff comes up to Davis at about the 25. Takes it out across the 30, and that's where Thibodaux will play first down and 10. Jelani Davis, 6'2", 170, a senior, 2:33 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Yep. Well, the big play guys for Central Lafourche's defense have been there tonight, Coach.
Yeah, they have.
Rivera has been a force. Mistretta's been all over the field, and Toussaint on special teams and on defense have made the plays for him, and Thibodaux's just been unable to generate anything offensively consistently anyway.
Corky Terrio for Central Lafourche defensive tackle number 55 has played extremely well.
Winslow tosses back to Johnson on 1st and 10. Tries to sweep right. And he goes down in a heap of Trojans over there after no gain on the play. Johnny Bryant, the defensive end, on the stop.
At that time, they jumped into an even man front. They had 4 down people. It's kind of, I guess, that prevent or long yardage defense, anticipating Thibodaux High's going to throw the football down 33.
Backs in the eye, 2nd and 9 from the 20, I'll make it the 35-yard line. Winslow throws right. Looks like Grenier over there catches the short pass and then is forced out of bounds near the first down marker at around the 43-yard line. Toussaint again on the stop.
Usually you try to tell your football team guys, look, you know, we just can't quit. As I guarantee you, if they quit right now, Central Lafourche is going to score 60. They just got to keep their composure, keep their head up, try to do something positive between now and the end of the game. Have something to go on for next week. Well, that's so easy to say, but it's awfully hard to do, Darren.
Yeah. Every and Claire come wide to the near side. 3rd and 1. Did not get the first down. Kevin Johnson will try this side. He's close, but I'm not sure he got it, as that Trojan defense again was all over him. He's going to...
There's no question that the guys... Oh, you see, it was right.
Well, last time out, Winslow went on a delayed quarterback sneak and got the first down. We'll see if he tries it again. I formation. He'll give to his fullback, Jefferson, and Corey appears to have the first down over right guard. Johnny Bryant on the stop, but it should be a first down at the 46-yard line.
Just run fullback dive. Again, they were keyed on quarterback sneak, hard number 40. Just hand the ball to Jefferson. Didn't get much, but he got enough for the first down.
Coach Gary Burnett in his 4th season as head coach here at Thibodaux High School. A record of 26-19 in his 4 years here. I formation. Winslow with the option. Fakes the pitch and goes down after a gain of 1. Boy, just tremendous discipline by the Central Lafourche Ball Club.
Well, they are, Darren. They do everything sound. They got somebody on dive, they got somebody on quarterback, they got somebody on pitch, and they do an extremely good job of pursuing to the football. I mean, they fly to the football. And I've heard this all year about Central Lafourche's defense, but I can see why now. That they're one of the better defenses in probably in South Louisiana and the state. They do a great job of getting to the football.
Down to the final 30 seconds of the 3rd quarter, 26-0. Central Lafourche, 2nd and 8 from the 48. Winslow drops to throw. Fires over the middle. It is caught. Jelani Davis, first down at the 38-yard line. And that will stop the clock with 9 seconds. Set to begin the 4th quarter from Thibodaux High's Tigers Stadium. It will be Thibodaux football, first down after the pass play to end the 3rd quarter at the 36-yard line of Central Lafourche.
Nice sustained drive right here by Thibodaux High. Again, Darren, trying to end the game on something positive.
33-0 Central. Winslow, 5-step drop under pressure, hit and sacked. Back at the 42-yard line.
That's number 12 for Todd Rivera.
You got it, Todd Rivera.
He just had 11 come into the game. I think this is his first one tonight. Tell you what, those bookends of defensive ends. Him and number 82, Johnny Bryant, 6'1", 200, and Todd Rivera, they have him listed as 6 foot, 215. 2 good-looking defensive ends.
A loss of 5 back to the 41-yard line, 2nd and 15. Just underway in the 4th quarter. Trojans led 20-0 at halftime and have scored twice in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun. Winslow pressures on and sacked again. This time it's Bryant. The other bookend knocks him off for a 3-yard loss, and it'll set up 3rd and long.
Well, it's the advantage defense right here, Darren. Those guys know that they're going to throw the football, and they just pinning the ears back, and they're coming. The advantage to the Central Lafourche, disadvantage to Thibodaux High School.
Just one of those nights for Kevin Johnson, Coach. It seems like when a defense really wants to shut down a running back, they can do it. I remember a couple years ago, Thibodaux High didn't have one of its better defenses, but Rondell Mealy came in here, one of the best backs in the state, gained about 20 yards on 20 carries that night. So
yeah,
if somebody's determined to stop you, they can make it pretty tough on you.
Oh, they can.
3rd down, 18 to go from the 44. And a shotgun snap.
Left
Flags
tackle.
blow it dead.
Left tackle for Thibodaux High School, move before the snap.
While we've got a minute here, we want to thank the folks at the French Loaf for supplying the HTV crew and
football and basketball.
3rd and long yardage for Thibodaux. Winslow under pressure, rolls right, fakes the throw now, and he'll have to run for his life up the side. Oh, my goodness. He was blown dead back at midfield, but that didn't stop the collision that happened at the 45-yard line. That looked like Don Toussaint. We can get another look at that one. That was quite a lick.
Yeah, Winslow didn't back down, though. Tell you what, he did not back down. He took a lick, but he got right back up. Tough kid. You'll see it here, and he's just running for his life back here. Bryant comes upfield. He loses contain. That's a no-no. He'll get a 0 for that play. Then the defensive tackle comes inside.
Okay, they're going to mark him down about right here.
They're going to mark him down here, but here he comes. Here comes Toussaint. I mean, boom. Good lick. Thibodaux High's going to punt the football, but guess what, guys? We got no punter. Here he comes.
Oh,
here he comes.
Harold Perkins on for the 4th time tonight. Back deep, Deion Jenkins. There's a snap. He hits away another pretty good punt. High wobbly kick. Jenkins at his 20. Goes down immediately at his 22-yard line. Good coverage downfield by a couple of Thibodaux.
Doesn't get any easy in this district, and it doesn't, man.
Malden remains in at quarterback. 33-0 Central Lafourche. That's Degrees in motion. Green on the pitch back. Looking to cut it back, but he runs into big number 79, Jeremy Grenier, 6'3", Robinson, the single setback. They'll give it to him up the middle. Trying to break a couple tackles, but somebody's got him by the jersey, and they finally bring him down at about the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's Jelani on the stop. 8:45 to go in this ball game. 33-0 Central. 3 receivers near side. Quick pass to Grease, incomplete. That has ruled a forward pass and a punting situation for Central. Coach, we talked before the game about the history of this rivalry and going all the way back to Raceland High School, Lockport High School in those games. It seems like Lafourche Parish has always had bitter rivals up and down that bayou ever since.
It's built in, you know, that people that just didn't get along. Years ago when it was Raceland High School and Lockport High School, then people wouldn't talk to each other. They lived 6 or 7 miles apart. Now they're on the same team. So it's altogether different. Now the people from Lockport and Raceland on the same team.
There's a snap back to Boudreaux. Off the side of his foot, it will roll inside the 50 down to the 44-yard line. As we were talking earlier, Guy Harvey, who's now the principal here at Thibodaux High, they expect with the population growth in that part of the parish, they should be up around 1,800, 2,000 students by that time. Here's Every back in at quarterback. He'll run the option, pitches it ahead to Johnson, and Johnson reels off his best run of the night, but that probably is a pass play. It was actually a forward lateral, but he was behind the line of scrimmage, so it was legal.
It was legal, and I thought it was a forward lateral. We'll look at it again on replay. You'll see down the line. Central Lafourche does a good job. Here's a crackback. Missed a clip right there. See, that's a pass.
Yep.
It's a forward pass. That should go in the stats as a pass reception.
Down to the 40-yard line of Central Lafourche, first down and 10. Toranzo Every, the sophomore, running the offense. Hands it away to Jefferson. And a play that Jefferson was able to gain yardage on earlier in the ball game comes up empty here on first down. Tackled by, again, Mastretta. 5'10", 200-pound senior. He is in double digits easily in tackles tonight.
Yeah, I talked to Coach, also talking to Coach Bro before the game. He looks like in the next couple of years where all these guys are going to be in the same district with Thibodaux, probably Assumption, Terrebonne High School, South Terrebonne. So this could be another newly created district in the South Louisiana.
Everett throws off his back foot, up in the air for grabs and incomplete. Jelani Davis, the intended target, in triple coverage there at the 30-yard line. I guess reclassification comes up, what, next year? A couple years down the road?
Yes. 2 years, every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
So, you know, there's a possibility of having a nice little district right here in this area. You won't have to travel over 15 to 20 miles to go for your father's road game.
Yeah.
Well, would that make it interesting? I know Bourgeois' enrollment's up, Terrebonne's enrollment's up, so there's all kind of possibilities.
3rd and 10 for Thibodaux. Toss back to Johnson on the sweep. Looks to cut it back, and there's that Trojan defense again. A loss of 2. Back to the 42-yard line. Rive, David Rive, the nose tackle. There on the stop.
District, so the winner of that district may have at least 1, maybe 2 losses.
4th and 12. Shotgun for Winslow. 5-man rush. Fires over the middle. Picked off. That's Mastretta. He's got room to the 45-40. Winslow brings him down finally at the 30-yard line. He picked that one off at around the 35. Returns it down to the 29-yard line. A return of 36 yards. First down Central. That is turnover number 8.
I don't think we have enough superlatives to describe the kind of game that Mastretta's had tonight. He has just done everything he's asked that a linebacker could possibly do. He drops back in the zone. You see him, he's in the middle of the linebacker right here. He'll drop, reading the quarterback's eyes all the way, watching Winslow. I mean, he just jumps the curl route. See the guy running the curl? I mean, he just jumps. And I'm going to tell you what, this guy looks like he wants to get the end zone. He is getting upfield. Thibodaux High does a good job right there, but I tell you what, excellent job by Mastretta. He has had a heck of a football game, along with his whole defense. Excuse me, Darren.
That's right. Michael Baldwin at quarterback, 6:29 to go. Green, the handoff, fumbles it. Uh-oh, look at this. Picked up by Donald Bogan, taken down in the open field. And the turnover fest continues both ways. Tackled on a shoestring stop by Robbie Rome. Donald Bogan, the senior defensive end there, almost had the big play of the night for Thibodaux's defense.
He just didn't. He just drops the football. It just falls right in his hands. He hits him. The handoff was good. And I tell you what, Bolden is gone.
It looked like he was going to take the handoff from Green in midair.
I'm sure Coach Brewer wants to shut out because he's still got his first line defense in there.
33-0. 6:22 to go. Winslow at quarterback. New tailback in the ball game right now, and I think it's Andre Goff. Winslow on the rollout, under pressure, and sacked again, Johnny Bryant. 2nd down and 20. Shotgun for Winslow. Throws right side. The comeback route. Central Lafourche picked up a fumbled punt, returned it 22 yards for the initial score, and it's been a landslide ever since. Here's a heave downfield for Winslow. In the air, deflected and incomplete line, though, when you got one of these. Shotgun formation, 4th and 21. Winslow under pressure. He'll go down again, this time back at the 40-yard line. Well, at halftime, 7 carries, 14 yards for Kevin Johnson. And I would doubt he has over 20 in this ball game. He's not been able to break anything off. Here's Green. This is his best run of the night. He goes outside, and the shifty senior has a 1st down before he's Robinson in motion. Green gets the handoff. He'll run left this time. Stiff arms one man and is forced out of bounds. Program at LSU, so
but he's also about 6'1".
Right, you're right. Here's Green, fumbles, picks up his own fumble. Game. Krieg runs off at the last second. Green will try up the middle again, and this time that defensive front. Well, the lone running back is Robinson, 4th and about 2.5, 3 yards. He gets the handoff right up the middle, and he's inside the 15 to around the 12-yard line, and that's pretty cool. 1st down, Thibodaux. Larry Winslow at the quarterback position from the 12-yard line. Corey Jefferson fumbles, picks up his own fumble, and then goes down in the backfield. Let Jacob Loop get some action. He's a senior defensive end. Winslow drops straight back to throw. Now rolls out. Long downfield for Chisley. Low facing 3rd and 12 from his own 10-yard line. He drops back to throw. Looks right now. Looking deep near side. There's Avery. Overthrown. Coming in here well prepared and executing in very fine fashion. There's Perkins, flagged down as he kicks it away out of his own end zone at the 30. Rolls to the 40, 45, up near midfield. Finally rolls dead at the Central Lafourche 48-yard line, but we'll check the penalty. And we may have a re-kick right here, or maybe not. One thing about these rivalries, Coach, when you face somebody just up the road from you, don't, unless it's 50 or more, you don't see a lot of subs in the ball game, do you? In the end zone to kick it away. 4th down and about 20. A little pressure, and he gets it away. Pretty good kick out to the 35, taken by Jenkins at the 36. And down, we don't have official statistics, but I would say he's somewhere between probably 70 and 100 yards tonight. He had 45 at halftime, and he has had one 20-yard run here in the 2nd half, so he's probably up around 90. He takes the handoff running right. Gets a good block from his wide receiver, springs him down the sideline, and again, another good pick from Coach Bro following the ball game, if we can track him down. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people out on the field once this one's over. We're at the 2-minute mark. Hand off to Green, a flag down, and Green is taken down. Flag in the backfield, we'll check it.
Without their booster clubs, believe me.
Minute 40 left to go. Here's Green on the pitch back. He's got a blocker in front, cuts it back at the 15, fumbles it at the 10, recovered by his own man at the 5, and knocked out of bounds. 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Kenyon Green again. Cuts it back inside the 20 to around the... If there's one statistic in football that indicates wins and losses, turnovers is a pretty good one.
Oh, it's a pretty good one. Oh, yes, indeed. Ex-Coach Barbier from Nicholls State. I mean, any coach would tell you on any level, if you turn the ball over and give the other team good field position, Central Lafourche got the first half, he asked for trouble.
At the Thibodaux 20. Degrees in motion. Green with the pitch back. Tries to cut it back again. And he's taken down after a gain of a couple. It's been turnovers and the results of those turnovers that have cost Thibodaux high. Here's
in a very hostile crowd, but once again, my hat's off to him. Did a great job.
Once again, our final score, 33-0. Central Lafourche, the winner over Thibodaux here tonight. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap things up here from Tiger Stadium in Bro, I'm sure. Troy?
I'm here with the victorious coach, Coach Bro of Central Lafourche. Coach, the team came out and played a good ball game tonight.
We played a full game. I thought we played real great on defense. Our special teams played well and put us in position, scored some points. And offense struggled a bit, but, you know, I've got the passing game going some, and we struggled running, but we got some going at the end. So we pleased. We want to know that was a tough-fought game.
Your team came right out and set the tempo early, Coach. They were hitting some guys and making those guys cough the ball up.
Yeah, we knew we had to come out and put some pressure on them early. You know, we're senior laden. You know, we got a bunch of seniors out there, and they know what it takes to win a district ball game. And luckily, they didn't forget from last year. You know, we got something to prove, and they came out well.
You don't have a lot of big size on defense, but your guys really run to the ball. Defensively, you have much team speed.
We have to put, you know, we little all over. So, you know, we emphasize.
Great job of going to the sidelines. Oh, the guy, Green does a good job of not clipping. There's a beard downfield. See if he steps out right here. Yep. Excellent call. Yeah, he steps on with his right foot on about the 2-yard line. Good call by the official.
First and goal to go, Trojans. We've got 2:41 to go in the third quarter. 26-0. Central Lafourche looking to add to their lead. The 8th-ranked team in 5A in the state of Louisiana, the Wishbone. Kenyon Green, left side, touchdown, his first of the night, his 8th of the season.
Very good. Again, excellent push by the left side of Central Lafourche's line.
Block down,
kick out, give the ball number 40 and say, look, take it in. And they're going to kick it now. Makes it 32-0.
Two-yard touchdown run for Kenyon Green. Plaisance will attempt the extra point, it looks like. And it is up and good. 2:37 remaining in the third quarter. It's been all Trojans so far. Central Lafourche 33, Thibodaux nothing. Back with more on the HTV Radiophone Game of the Week. .237 to go in the third quarter. Randy Bros Trojans of Central Lafourche lead Thibodaux by a score of 33-0.
I tell you what, I don't think anybody in their right mind would have predicted this outcome right there, Dan. I thought it was going to be a low-scoring football game, maybe in the 20s. Matter of fact, I think I told you that before the game started. I just thought it was going to be a low-scoring game because of both sides' defenses.
Ben Thibodaux's kickoff comes up to Davis at about the 25. Takes it out across the 30, and that's where Thibodaux will play first down and 10. Jelani Davis, 6'2", 170, a senior, 2:33 to go here in the third quarter. Yep. Well, the big play guys for Central Lafourche's defense have been there tonight, Coach.
Yeah, they have.
Rivera has been a force. Mistretta's been all over the field, and Toussaint on special teams and on defense have made the plays for him, and Thibodaux's just been unable to generate anything offensively consistently anyway.
Corky Terrio for Central Lafourche, defensive tackle number 55, has played extremely well.
Winslow tosses back to Johnson on 1st and 10. Tries to sweep right. And he goes down in a heap of Trojans over there after no gain on the play. Johnny Bryant, the defensive end, on the stop.
At that time, they jumped into an even man front. They had 4 down people. It's kind of, I guess, that prevent or long yardage defense, anticipating Thibodaux High is going to throw the football down 33.
Backs in the eye, 2nd and 9 from the 20, I'll make it the 35-yard line. Winslow throws right. Looks like Grenier over there catches the short pass and then is forced out of bounds near the first down marker at around the 43-yard line. Toussaint again on the stop.
Here's what you try to tell your football team guys, look, you know, we just can't quit. As I guarantee you, if they quit right now, Central Lafourche is going to score 60. They just got to keep their composure, keep their head up, try to do something positive between now and the end of the game. Have something to go on for next week. Well, that's so easy to say, but it's awfully hard to do, Darren.
Yeah. Every and Claire come wide to the near side. 3rd and 1. Did not get the first down. Kevin Johnson will try this side. He's close, but I'm not sure he got it, as that Trojan defense again was all over him. He's going to be just short of the 45-yard line, and that's going to be close enough probably for a measurement.
We'll have to measure it.
Gene gives us the short signal, so...
Now, Gene, if the yard markers are right, he shouldn't have a first down, right? Right, okay. I know how easy it is, Gene. I mean, we're right here in front. You see, there's no question that the guys... Oh, you see, it was right.
That'll set up 4th and inches for Thibodaux with 1:26 to go in the 3rd quarter. There's Larry Winslow, the junior quarterback who left midway through the ball game, has returned to find his team down. He left with a 20-0 deficit. Now it's 33-0. It hasn't really seemed to matter who's been quarterbacking. It's been a tough night all around for Thibodaux offensively.
Central Lafourche is going to go to probably that 5-3 goal line package defense.
Well, last time out, Winslow went on a delayed quarterback sneak and got the first down. We'll see if he tries it again. I formation. He'll give to his fullback, Jefferson, and Corey appears to have the first down over right guard. Johnny Bryan on the stop, but it should be a first down at the 46-yard line.
Just run fullback dive. Again, they were keen on quarterback sneak, hard number 40. Just hand the ball to Jefferson. Didn't get much, but he got enough for the first down.
Coach Gary Burnett in his 4th season as head coach here at Thibodaux High School. A record of 26-19 in his 4 years here. I formation. Winslow with the option. Fakes the pitch and goes down after a gain of 1. Boy, just tremendous discipline by the Central Lafourche ball club.
Well, they are, Darren. I mean, they do everything sound. They got somebody on dive. They got somebody on quarterback. They got somebody on pitch. And they do an extremely good job of pursuing to the football. I mean, they fly to the football. And I've heard this all year about Central Lafourche's defense, but I can see why now. That they're one of the better defenses in Providence, South Louisiana, and the state. They do a great job of getting to the football.
Down to the final 30 seconds of the 3rd quarter, 26-0. Central Lafourche, 2nd and 8 from the 48. Winslow drops to throw. Fires over the middle. It is caught. Jelani Davis, first down at the 38-yard line. And that will stop the clock with 9 seconds left to go as they move the chains. Tackled on the play by Barry Plazos, the safety.
Good throw right here, just straight drop. Try to run a little curl route in the middle of the field. Finds a little seam. Linebacker doesn't get there in time to make the coverage inside. Big first down.
3 seconds. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter with our score. Central Lafourche 33, Thibodaux High nothing. Back with the 4th quarter after this break on the HTV radio. Set to begin the 4th quarter from Thibodaux High's Tigers Stadium. It will be Thibodaux football, first down after the pass play to end the 3rd quarter at the 36-yard line of Central Lafourche.
Nice sustained drive right here by Thibodaux High. Again, Darren, trying to end the game on something positive.
33-0 Central. Winslow, 5-step drop under pressure, hit and sacked. back at the 42-yard line.
That's number 12 for Todd Rivera.
You got it. Todd Rivera.
He just had 11 come into the game. I think this is his first one tonight. Tell you what, those bookends at defensive ends, number 82, Johnny Bryant, 6'1", 200, and Todd Rivera, they have him listed at 6 foot, 215. Two good-looking defensive ends.
A loss of 5 back to the 41-yard line, 2nd and 15. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Trojans led 20-0 at halftime and have scored twice in the third quarter. Shotgun. Winslow pressures on and sacked again. This time it's Bryant. The other bookend knocks him off for a 3-yard loss, and it'll set up 3rd and long.
Well, it's the advantage defense right here, Darren. Those guys know that they're going to throw the football, and they just pinning the ears back, and they're coming. The advantage to the Central Lafourche, disadvantage to Thibodaux High School.
Just one of those nights for Kevin Johnson, Coach. It seems like when a defense really wants to shut down a running back, they can do it. I remember a couple years ago, Thibodaux High didn't have one of its better defenses, but Rondell Mealy came in here, one of the best backs in the state, gained about 20 yards on 20 carries that night. So
yeah,
if somebody's determined to stop you, they can make it pretty tough on you.
Oh, they can.
3rd down, 18 to go from the 44. And a shotgun snap.
Left
Flags
tackle.
blow it dead.
Left tackle for Thibodaux High School moved before the snap.
While we've got a minute here, we want to thank the folks at the French Loaf for supplying the HTV crew and with their meals here tonight. Great po' boys, the best po' boys in Houma. Guaranteed. 1508 West Park.
And once again, Duncan Sporting Goods, Mike Duncan, Jerry Duncan, and Archie Clement for these good-looking shirts that they gave us this year to work our games, football and basketball.
3rd and long yardage for Thibodaux. Winslow under pressure, rolls right, fakes the throw now, and he'll have to run for his life up the side. Oh, my goodness. He was blown dead back at midfield, but that didn't stop the collision that happened at the 45-yard line. That looked like Don Toussaint. We can get another look at that one. That was quite a lick.
Yeah, Winslow didn't back down, though. Tell you what, he did not back down. He took a lick, but he got right back up. Tough kid. You see it here, and he's just running for his life back here. Bryant comes upfield. He loses contain. That's a no-no. He'll get a 0 for that play. Then the defensive tackle comes inside.
Okay, they're going to mark him down about right here.
They're going to mark him down here, but here he comes. Here comes Toussaint. I mean, boom. Good lick. Thibodaux High is going to punt the football, but guess what, guys? We got no punter. Here he comes.
Oh,
here he comes.
Harold Perkins on for the 4th time tonight. Back deep, Deion Jenkins. There's a snap. He hits away another pretty good punt. High wobbly kick. Jenkins at his 20. Goes down immediately at his 22-yard line. Good coverage downfield by a couple of Thibodaux Tigers.
Tell you what. Talk about an odd situation, and Sonny gets him down there for that punt. And he looks back and says, "Who am I going to snap the ball to?" Well, son, just snap that guy in the black and white striped shirt. He'll kick it.
Well, Thibodaux High will have to regroup now. They've got East St. John next week on the road.
Doesn't get any easy in this district, and it doesn't, man.
Malden remains in at quarterback. 33-0 Central Lafourche. That's Degrees in motion. Green on the pitch back. Looking to cut it back, but he runs into big number 79, Jeremy Grenier, 6'3", 275. Picks up about 2, 2nd down and 8 from the 22-yard line.
Coach Rainey-Bro just wants to run the clock now. Just let the clock run. Don't do anything foolish. Don't drop the ball on the ground. Don't give him anything cheap. Go back to Matthews, 6-0, 1-0 in district.
Robinson, the single setback. They'll give it to him up the middle. Trying to break a couple tackles, but somebody's got him by the jersey, and they finally bring him down at about the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's Jelani on the stop. Lejani, I should say. No gain, 3rd down and long.
Once again, Thibodaux High's defense has proven that it got capabilities of stopping them. They've been there. You know, we could repeat ourselves all night, Darren, but they've been their own worst enemy, man. This has really been a frightening experience for Thibodaux High tonight. Whew.
8:45 to go in this ball game. 33-0 Central. 3 receivers near side. Quick pass to Grease, incomplete. That has ruled a forward pass and a punting situation for Central. Coach, we talked before the game about the history of this rivalry and going all the way back to Raceland High School, Lockport High School in those games. It seems like Lafourche Parish has always had bitter rivals up and down that bayou ever since.
It's built in, you know, the people that just didn't get along. Years ago when it was Raceland High School and Lockport High School, them people wouldn't talk to each other. They lived 6 or 7 miles apart. Now they're on the same team, so it's altogether different. Now the people from Lockport and Raceland on the same team.
There's a snap back to Boudreaux. Off the side of his foot, it will roll inside the 50 down to the 44-yard line. As we were talking earlier, Guy Harvey, who's now the principal here at Thibodaux High, played his high school ball for Raceland High School back in the good old days.
In the 60s. Long time ago. Guy, I'm not going to tell him how long that's been, man.
Nah.
But, no, it's, boy, they had some rivals. Thibodaux High and Raceland was always a big one. Raceland and Lockport High School, Lockport and the Rose, and down the line. It's brought the communities a lot closer together when they consolidated and built Central Lafourche High School, along with South Lafourche.
Well, I know figures in the future predict that Central Lafourche by the year 2005 will be the biggest high school in the parish. They expect with the population growth in that part of the parish, that they should be up around 1,800, 2,000 students by that time. Here's Every back in at quarterback. He'll run the option, pitches it ahead to Johnson, and Johnson reels off his best run of the night, but that probably is a pass play. It was actually a forward lateral, but he was behind the line of scrimmage, so it was legal.
It was legal, and I thought it was a forward lateral. We'll look at it again on replay. You'll see down the line, Central Lafourche does a good job. Here's a crackback, missed a clip right there. See, that's a pass.
Yep.
It's a forward pass. That should go in the stats as a pass reception.
Down to the 40-yard line of Central Lafourche, first down and 10. Toranzo Every, the sophomore, running the offense, hands it away to Jefferson. And a play that Jefferson was able to gain yardage on earlier in the ball game comes up empty here on first down, tackled by, again, Mastretta. 5'10", 200-pound senior. He is in double digits easily in tackles tonight.
Yeah, I talked to Coach, also talking to Coach Bro before the game. He looks like in the next couple of years where all these guys are going to be in the same district with Thibodaux, probably Assumption, Terrebonne High School, South Terrebonne. So this could be another newly created district in the South Louisiana.
Every throws off his back foot, up in the air for grabs and incomplete. Jelani Davis, the intended target, in triple coverage there at the 30-yard line. I guess reclassification comes up, what, next year, a couple years down the road?
Yes. 2 years, every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
So, you know, there's a possibility of having a nice little district right here in this area. You won't have to travel over 15 to 20 miles to go for your father's road game.
Yeah.
Boy, would that make it interesting. I know Bourgeois' enrollment's up, Terrebonne's enrollment's up, so there's all kind of possibilities.
3rd and 10 for Thibodaux. Toss back to Johnson on the sweep. Looks to cut it back, and there's that Trojan defense again. A loss of 2. Back to the 42-yard line. David Rive, the nose tackle. There on the stop.
Tell you what, they're flying to the football. Jonathan Plaison. Is that number 76 in there? Yeah, Jonathan Plaison. Kevin Johnson's down again.
Shotgun for Winslow. 5-man rush. Fires over the middle, picked off. That's Mastretta. He's got room to the 45-40. Winslow brings him down finally at the 30-yard line. He picked that one off at around the 35, returns it down to the 29-yard line. A return of 36 yards, first down Central. That is turnover number 8.
I don't think we have enough superlatives to describe the kind of game that Mastretta's had tonight. He's just done everything he's asked that a linebacker could possibly do. He drops back in the zone. You see him, he's in the middle of the linebacker right here. He'll drop, reading the quarterback's eyes all the way, watching Winslow. I mean, he just jumps the curl route. See the guy running the curl? I mean, he just jumps. And I'm gonna tell you what, this guy looks like he wants to get the end zone. He is getting upfield. Thibodaux High does a good job right there, but I tell you what, excellent job by Mistretta. He has had a heck of a football game, along with his whole defense. Excuse me, Darren.
That's right. Michael Baldwin at quarterback, 6:29 to go. Green, the handoff, fumbles it. Uh-oh, look at this. Picked up by Donald Bogan, taken down in the open field. And the turnover fest continues both ways, tackled on a shoestring stop by Robbie Rome. Donald Bogan, the senior defensive end there, almost had the big play of the night for Thibodaux's defense.
He just didn't. He just drops the football. It just falls right in his hands. He hits him. The handoff was good. And I tell you what, Bolden is gone.
It looked like he was going to take the handoff from Green in midair.
I'm sure Coach Brewer wants to shut out because he's still got his first line defense in there.
33-0. 6:22 to go. Winslow at quarterback. New tailback in the ball game right now, and I think it's Andre Goff. Winslow on the rollout, under pressure, and sacked again, Johnny Bryant.
I tell you what, I just like to know the speed of these guys on defense. I mean, Winslow's no slow guy. I mean, he's proven he could run. He's got good speed, but he did not run away from John.
Well, Central Lafourche, if they haven't already, earlier this year, delivering a wake-up call to District 7-5A tonight. Second down and 20. Shotgun for Winslow. Throws right side. The comeback route incomplete. And I didn't see a receiver anywhere in the area there.
Yeah, young man for Thibodaux was running a street route. Winslow thought he was going to run a curl to the sidelines. He just missed communication between Every and Winslow that time.
We've got 5:32 to go in this ball game. It's been a one-sided affair since early in the first quarter when Todd Rivera, the standout defensive end of Central Lafourche, picked up a fumbled punt, returned it 22 yards for the initial score, and it's been a landslide ever since. Here's a heave downfield for Winslow. In the air, deflected and incomplete. That one was intended for Gerald Chisley down around the 20-yard line.
Well, Todd Rivera's on the ground shaking up.
There's a throw into triple coverage again, and of course when you've got the lead that Central Lafourche has, you can afford to sit back and play deep zone. And you're going to have 3 or 4 people around the football.
That's a flag on line of scrimmage. Illegal receiver downfield. Taking Todd Rivera off to the sidelines, to that bench. I don't know if it's his shoulder or his elbow. I know it has something to do with his left portion of his body.
5:24 left to go. Stay tuned. We'll have the Tri-Parish News coming up immediately following our broadcast tonight.
Troy Johnson leave? No, he's with me. He can't leave.
He's definitely taking the night off down there, I'll tell you.
I'm telling you.
Look for the recliner on the sideline and you'll find it. Not a lot to talk about on the sideline, though, when you got one of these. Shotgun formation, 4th and 21. Winslow under pressure. He'll go down again, this time back at the 40-yard line, a loss of 4. And it will go over to Central Lafourche.
Jacob Loop, defensive end, came in the game for Todd Rivera, gets a sack. Once again, hats off to Central Lafourche Trojans defense. They have played an exceptional football game against one of the premier backs in the state. Has just completely shut him down. They have just continually harassed Winslow all night. So just all around great performance by Coach Brewer's defense.
Well, at halftime, 7 carries, 14 yards for Kevin Johnson. And I would doubt he has over 20 in this ball game. He's not been able to break anything off. Here's Green. This is his best run of the night. He goes outside, and the shifty senior has a first down before he's forced out of bounds by Hubble out around the 20-yard line. Give him 20 on the carry.
I would think with 5 minutes left in the game and you have 33, Coach Bro might give his first liners a little break, but he definitely had, and he still got his first string offense in there. And just on the last series downs, he had his first string defense, but maybe that's a good shot of the replay of Green. That's definitely his best run of the night.
Robinson in motion. Green gets the handoff. He'll run left this time. Stiff arms one man and is forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Thibodaux doing a good job stringing that one out, and Philip Johnson will get the tackle.
Good shot of Kenyon Green right there. Not a real big guy. Again, they list him at 5'7", 175, but he's put together pretty good. Extremely strong legs. Good back.
Well, a name we mentioned earlier, Coach, was Rondale Mealy. I recall talking with his coach, Timmy Rebo, a couple weeks ago. Mealy was 175 pounds, 180 at most his senior year, and he's bulked up to about 205 now in a weight program at LSU. So,
but he's also about 6'1".
Right, you're right. Here's Green, fumbles, picks up his own fumble, and is close to the first down at around the 15-yard line.
Should be double dribble, huh? Was that double dribble, Gene? That's not a penalty? 3? That's triple dribble. Watch, we'll see this again. Watch it is, Darren. You think the ball's not going right for Central Lafourche. He drops the ball, it bounces up, he catches it, bounces again, and he gets it on the second bounce. I bet you it took Coach Bro and his offensive coordinator about 3 weeks to dream about that play.
Gain of 7 on the play. 4:23 to go in the ball game. Krieg runs off at the last second. Green will try up the middle again, and this time that defensive front was able to slow him down. Grenier, Lejani, and Perkle on the stop there, setting up 4th down. About 2 yards to go. And ball right in the middle of the field. Do you try a field goal here, or you go for it?
No, they're going to go for it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
There's no quitting Thibodaux High's defense, and I got to give him credit for that. There's no quit. They're still playing hard, going on the football, doing a good job of tackling.
Well, the lone running back is Robinson. 4th and about 2.5, 3 yards. He gets the handoff right up the middle. And he's inside the 15 to around the 12-yard line, and that's pretty close to the first down. We'll wait and see as Jeremy Grenier made the stop.
That's on the spot.
3.5 minutes left to go. They'll have to bring the chains out here to measure. As we mentioned earlier, Ellender takes on Thibodaux. Ellender takes on Terrebonne next week on the radio phone game of the week. And let's check in with Troy Johnson down on the Thibodaux sideline.
Well, guys, we saw a well-orchestrated team defense by the Trojans tonight. They came out and played really well. But one thing that was outstanding about these guys, they had 3 and 4 defenders around the ball at all times. These guys played well on the front line. Defensive secondary played well. We saw good defensive team speed. Back to you guys.
And I guess an impressive thing about it, too, Coach Schwab, is team speed with discipline. They didn't overrun the play. They kept Johnson in containment. The fullback to break a couple of runs in the first half, but they stopped that in the second half.
They were definitely well prepared there.
First down, Thibodaux. Larry Winslow at the quarterback position from the 12-yard line. Corey Jefferson fumbles, picks up his own fumble, and then goes down in the backfield. Taken down by Daniel Rodrigue, the 230-pound defensive tackle. A loss of 3, back to around the 10-yard line.
He's also had a good night. That whole defense you see here, look at the white shirts going to the football. Got about 6 or 7 guys around the football there, and that's when you know you're playing extremely good defense.
Todd Rivera has not returned to the ball game, but I do see him on a knee over on the sideline. Doesn't appear to be any kind of major injury.